You did nothing wrong, but somehow you're the one apologizing. You know something feels off, but every time you try to speak up, you end up doubting yourself. If that sounds familiar, your brain isn't broken, it's been hijacked. And today we're going to show you exactly how that happens inside your brain, step by step. Manipulation doesn't feel like an attack. Manipulation doesn't feel like an attack. It feels like confusion. That's not an accident. Skilled manipulators don't target your logic. They target your nervous system. Your brain has one job above everything else: to keep you safe. And manipulators know exactly how to exploit that. Here's what's really happening inside your head. Step 1, your amygdala gets hijacked. The amygdala is your brain's alarm system. When a manipulator creates confusion, conflict, or emotional chaos, your amygdala fires instantly. It floods your body with cortisol, the stress hormone. And here's the problem. When cortisol spikes, your prefrontal cortex goes offline. That's the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking. So when someone is manipulating you, your ability to think clearly is literally switched off. You're not weak. Your biology is being used against you. Step 2, they create a dopamine reward loop. Manipulators don't stay cruel all the time. They alternate between warmth and coldness, praise and criticism, affection and withdrawal. This unpredictability triggers something powerful: a dopamine reward loop, the same mechanism behind gambling addiction. Your brain starts craving their approval because the uncertain reward is more addictive than a consistent one. This is called intermittent reinforcement, and it's one of the most powerful psychological traps that exist. Step 3, your memory gets rewritten. Manipulators use a technique called gaslighting. They deny things that happened. They twist your words. They make you question your own memory. Over time, your hippocampus, the brain's memory center, starts to distrust its own records. You stop trusting what you saw, what you heard, what you felt. This is the final stage of manipulation. When you no longer trust yourself, you depend entirely on them. None of this is your fault. Here's what you need to understand. None of this is your fault. Your brain responded exactly the way a healthy brain would respond, under manipulation. The amygdala hijack, the dopamine trap, the memory erosion. These aren't signs of weakness. They are signs that someone deliberately exploited your biology. Knowing this changes everything, because you can't fight what you don't understand. But now, you understand it. Here's what you can do. First, name what happened. When you feel that familiar confusion and self-doubt, pause and say, "This is my amygdala reacting." Naming it activates your prefrontal cortex again. It brings your thinking brain back online. Second, create distance. Manipulation loses power with space. Even 5 minutes away from that person can lower your cortisol enough to think clearly again. Third, anchor your reality. Write things down. Date them, timestamp them. When someone tries to rewrite your memory, your own records are your evidence. Your brain is not your enemy. Your brain is not your enemy. It was simply never trained to recognize this kind of attack. But now it is. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to see this. And if you want to understand your mind at a deeper level, subscribe to MomentumPsyche. Because the more you understand your brain, the harder you are to manipulate.